Say it with me. It's a great day to be rich. Say it with me again. It's a great day to be rich. Say it one more time to lock it in. It's a great day to be rich. Realize I create happiness. I'm Vivian Rich. I help you live richer with ease, and they call me your rich friend. Today, we are having a great day talking about the path. The path. What path is your path? Clear? Is your path noticeable? Do you realize your path? Before, we have to remember what our path is and be clear about that. But one of the most important things we need to know is we need to know to set our expectations. Our expectations. Say it with me. 2024, I expect more. Say it. 2024, I expect more. 2024, I expect more. More so I can experience more. That's right. Not just more to be more so you can experience more from yourself, more from others, and more from your finances. That's right. More from your finances. In order for you to experience the life you want to live with ease, finances is a part of it in our Western culture. But most importantly, to expect more self. The other day, in fact, yesterday, I had the opportunity to ride my bike again. I was on my bike yesterday and I was riding a path that is very familiar to me. However, it was an area that I realized something that I didn't realize before. And there was this gate opening. And I said, I'm going to go and check it out. And I'm going to ride through there. I'm going to walk through the gate. So I walked through the gate, uncertain, but knew which way I wanted to go. I walked and I saw there was a reservoir. And I was like, oh, wow, this is so pretty. It's so serene over here. And I've been missing this all this time that I've been riding my bike through this area. I had missed it so many times. Well, nonetheless, I realized, you know what? There's another gate over a little bit further. And I noticed there were people coming through that gate. And I didn't realize that gate even existed, that any of that existed. And I've been riding this path for a long time, rich friends, a long time. And so as I got closer to the area where the people were coming from, I noticed that the thickets in the trees started to get thicker and the path became very unclear. In fact, there were multiple paths. There was one that I could have went to the left and it's sanded and it was nice and sanded. So it looks like people had been through there. It's like it's a common place for people. It wasn't like I was out road, venturing and figuring my own path. But I also knew sense of direction on the other side, somewhere on the other side, over and through all of whatever this here thickets and woods and stuff. I knew that the county park was there. And it was the big county park is there. I knew this is the park over there where all of all of the great things happen. There's like this huge park there, basketball, a skate park, baseball, rugby, all of the sports, they hang out over that way, but over beyond the woods. And I knew in my sense of direction that it was just over that way, but I was at a point once I got inside of the gate where the thickets were, there were multiple paths. There was one that I could go left. There was one that could go straight ahead. And then there was one that veered to the right. Now, this is all new to me. And I was standing there with my bicycle in an area that I felt comfortable and I felt at ease. The wind was blowing and I could hear the little birds chirping as well as the animals moving through what would be like a forest area, actually. I could see and hear that. However, I felt my senses in my body become heightened. My eyes became wider. Okay. My eyes were wider. And my hearing, I could hear, seemed like I had this extra hearing distance in my ears that I could hear. I became more aware. I walked a little ways to the center path, and I noticed that the white sand that I was greeted with when I came in was no longer, it was dissipating, and it was turning into more gray, as well as tree stumps and things of that nature. My energy shift. And I said, well, you know what? Let me walk back out of here. And I'm telling myself the things I tell you. I'm telling myself I'm divinely protected and lavishly cared for. Of course, the thoughts started to come in about Lifetime shows I'd watched and things of that nature, that this may not be the path for me. So then I went to the other path over to the left, and I started to pursue that one a little bit. I read the little poster sign, so I knew there was expectations of people on these paths because there were signposts, but not clearly telling you this is where you are and this is over there. Particularly, it was talking to the people that play golf, disc golf. So that was the kind of area I was in where they play disc golf, and I don't play disc golf, so I don't really comprehend, the instructions that was left out. And so I continued. I walked a little bit further over that path, and I started to feel that feeling again. Oh my, I'm divinely protected and lavishly cared for. That feeling of uncertainty and not knowing which path to go. Then I came back out to where I was and where I entered into this area, and I saw the path to the right. Now, I looked at that path and I could kind of see that was not going to take me instinctively where I wanted to be. I'm up for adventure, but I knew that one was not the path for me at that time. So I share this to share with you about the paths we're on. Right now, we're making a decision right this day about what path we are on right now. You may find yourself making some critical decisions as to the kind of life you want to live, the people you want to live it with, the career choices and everything, excuse me a second, and everything. So you may actually find yourself looking and asking questions like, where am I? Am I on the right path? Am I on the right path to get me to where I want to go? Now, mind you, I had 3 paths before me. Now, I'm pretty sure they would have gotten me from where I am for certain. Now, where I wanted to go specifically, I don't know that. That's questionable. If they would have, which one would have gotten me there. I knew one of them would, but I didn't know which one. And maybe all 3 could have gotten me there. Just a matter of how much rigor I would have to go through. That was questionable. So I was there pondering those questions and constantly telling myself over and over again, I am divinely protected and lavishly cared for. Divinely protected and lavishly cared for. Rich friend, when you find yourself at a path and a crossroad to make some decisions about your life, about where you're going and what you want to experience, I encourage you. You have to. You can't argue with, I'm going to tell you cannot argue with that fear and doubt. You have to nip it in the bud. You have to silence it really quickly, because when you silence it quickly, you're able to move quickly to the next, and you're able to hear clearly what is the perfect path for you right now. It may not illuminate all for you, but you are able to hear it, and you're able to know and start taking steps in that direction. So upon asking this question and saying my affirmation, affirming the truth that I am divinely protected and lavishly cared for, I saw a young lady and a little boy come up, and they walked as if they knew where they were going, and they were confidently walking past me. And I said, hold on, is it okay if I follow you through? And I asked them, were they going over to the park? And they was like, oh yeah, come on, follow us. I said, I've never been through, so I'm just curious as to know which path, how to directly get there. She said, no worries, come on. And so I'm walking behind her and her little boy with my bicycle. And I'm noticing as I walked in the area, and she chose the straight path, okay? The path directly in front of me. That was the path directly in front. And she went straight down that path. And as we continued on that path, I noticed that the sand area that I had talked about, and where it was becoming more trees and things like that and very shaded, that was the right path. I walked down the path. I saw the tree stumps and the tree limbs and branches, broken, but there was a path that was cleared. And I walked confidently with someone that knew their way, that had been there, and that had experienced, what I was trying to experience, and we're going where I wanted to go. Let's just say that. I didn't worry, about anything. I didn't question anything. I just followed her and her son and the little child and just walked. And within a few steps, a few steps, and when I say a few steps, I'm not talking about 10. I'm talking about maybe about 50 to 250 steps, walking through this covered canopy of trees, hearing all of nature. I'm confidently walking with her because I'm trusting her, total stranger, trusting her to guide me to the park. And the only reason why I can say I can trust her, because I first got to a place where I could trust that I'm divinely protected and lavishly cared for. And that was the answer that came to me as I was walking, wanting to get to another part from where I was, that I wanted to get to the park. And that was the answer that came to guide me and help me walk to that. I'm sharing this with you, rich friends, because today I could be that person on your path, helping you, guide you to the destination that you want to go to. Because it is clearly our expectations, my expectations, to help 52 women this year to live richer with ease as they're building wealth through business. And I would love to be your guide to help you with structuring your business, and becoming a master of your lifestyle to create one that you love as you live richer with ease and build wealth. It's possible. It could be done. It can be done. It doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your husband. You don't have to sacrifice your children. You don't have to sacrifice your girlfriends. You can have it all, my rich friends. You can travel. You can have a life that you love as you live richer with ease. You can. It's your birthright. And I know you might be in a place right now where you're not clear and you're not certain of the path that you should be on right now. But if you are clear that business is the direction you want to go and you want ease in your life, if you're clear on that you want ease first and foremost, that you want to experience ease, I invite you to take the opportunity to click the link on this video. Click the link and learn more about how we can help you live richer with ease, how we can work together to helping you live richer with ease as you're building wealth through business. I appreciate you for being here, but I appreciate you more for investing in your mind and in your heart to live richer with ease. Until next time, I'm Vivian Rich.